Here's Horizon Bound at dock for the night at Hyde Park Marina.
Here's our marina. But look how pretty the flowers are. Just beautiful. But here's my favorite one. We're allowed to pick tomatoes and basil and peppers. Oh, I'm so excited. They were delicious. I think it's called Springwood is the name of the home. Lots of gardens here. Beautiful. Saw a sign that said stables. They had it all. The tour starts here in the barn. Looks like they're stables. That's where we're heading. As we head into the barn here. Looks like he had a horse named New Deal. Look at that. Into their little pal of mine. Lady Luck patches. Badger and Natoma.
Like originally, when James first bought it, Franklin's father, and then we'll go up there and talk about it.
Right here is Franklin Roosevelt's study, and they know for a fact many things were discussed here, and the Manhattan Project was one of them. So we did a lot of this. Look at that.
So Roosevelt was a big collector of many things, and he was a big fan of American naval history. And he collected things including these cannons.
We're entering. Thank you.
Okay, this was FDR's actual room that he lived in, stayed in here. At the time, it had a view of the Hudson River. He planted a lot of trees, which now have obscured it. There's his room and his bed. And this is the room he was born in.
This actually hung in the White House and now hangs here when he moved here. Here's all his political cartoons. This is where they hid the wheelchair when the press was coming, or the phone. Here's the dining room. But what I really like is there's a kid's table, and in there was the smoking room and where he would keep the ticker tape to watch the votes come in. He liked his privacy, and that's where he'd know if he won the election. This is the Dresden room, or their sitting room. Family on the table. And the piano. All the royalty for the Queen of England. Look at the little wheelchairs for all the children. How cute. This is the actual ramp he took down to his favorite room, the living room, the sunken living room. And this would be hidden by his aides if anybody was coming to visit. So here's the sunken living room. Oh, Parcheesi, my favorite board game. There it is. Ooh, yay! Like seeing that. He had a large stamp collection he had in here. And there's the wheelchair, which was actually just a kitchen chair with the legs cut off because it was a little more comfortable and easier to hide in photos, etc. A lot of politics was discussed here. There's a mirror at the end of this hall, so the Secret Service could watch the Roosevelts for their safety while they were here, while he was in office, taking care of the first family. Queen Elizabeth stayed in this room when she came for her visit. 1939. Now, this was Eleanor's bedroom. It just made sense after he had polio because he had to have the aid and the wheelchair and be moved around. So this became her bedroom. Here's the back side of the home and their porch. And here's their view. There's the Hudson. Now he loved to plant trees, and now all those trees have blocked the view of the Hudson River, but they would have seen the Hudson. As you can see, today is a little rainy day. Look at the clouds just hanging over. It's kind of pretty. Here we are at Franklin Delano Roosevelt's Hyde Park home. He was born here. He lived here most of his boyhood, or all of his boyhood, and most of his married life. He did actually had an office here when he was working as president and governor.
Right.
And what was next to his bed? Do you remember? A phone that went directly
the White. It was the first direct line to the White House.
So yeah, we're here on the grounds. It's beautiful, 110 acres.
So I guess other than when he was in the White House, he lived here his entire life.
That's true. That's true. Good point. And Secret Service lived here with them later on. We toured the home. It's lovely. All original furnishings. Well worth the tour in the National Park Services. FDR. So here are the stables and the rose garden. And flowers were in there for his mother. And the ice house. And this is also their final resting spot. So there is the marble. And then in front where the American flag is actually where Franklin is. And in front of that, closest to us, is where Eleanor is. So we'll zoom in. There we go. Franklin, 1882 to 1945. And Anna Eleanor Roosevelt, 1884 to 1962. This is Freedom Court with Franklin and Winston Churchill. And this is West Berlin. This is part of the wall, a gift from his granddaughter. You can see this had graffiti upon it. A man and a woman are etched into it. Oh, very cool. And then the barbed wire. Oh, this is beautiful sculpture. And then this would be East Berlin, where it's just blank. And there they are, as happy as can be. What a place, right? This is the guest house of Frederick Vanderbilt, the 9th child. He's the grandchild of Cornelius. The home is over there. It's gigantic. So we'll be heading there for a tour shortly. So we're at Frederick Vanderbilt in Hyde Park for another home tour, another national park. It's over 200 acres. At the time there were 70 when they lived here. They have lots of vegetation growing here on the scruff here. And to keep it down, they actually have goats, 6 goats out here. I am not seeing any at this point, but I'm looking for goats. How do goats go? Nah, no. Nay, that's a horse. You got me. Here our little tour group is walking up to the Vanderbilt mansion. Now this was like a cottage in the woods, used for spring and fall, maybe just on weekends. So come on over, we'll build a bonfire. Have s'mores. Okay, we just walked in. This is the entranceway. The first thing you see.
Alrighty, guys, so welcome to Hyde Park. I will give you a quick rundown of rooms and how they would have been used, and then I'll let you look around on your own.
Here's the stairway. We're gonna walk into the dining room first. Big, just decorative chests. This looks like the servants' stairs. Oh, still pretty sweet. Servants' area back there as well, I'm guessing. Big velvety curtains. Oh my. This little table is where they ate if they were alone, and then if they had guests, this is where they would eat. Just for symmetry, they bought 2 of these, which was a rich man's toy. To talk about the solar system. Oh, wow, look at all the symmetry in this room. 2 fireplaces. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're looking at the ceiling. Oh my gosh. Look at this ceiling. Unbelievable. This is where the gentlemen would retreat to after dinner. Have their cigars and after dinner drinks. Oh, it looks very gentlemanly, as you would expect back then. Look at the Steins up there. Here's Frederick's office. He had a farm to run here. And this is just off the great room here. Oh, wait, I'm zooming in on this because those are very interesting. Look at those candle holders, Dan.
Huh.
And this is where they would gather after they separated. Look at this, the drawing room. Just at their weekend cottage. The piano cost $1,500 to purchase, $15,000 to refurbish. Look at Teddy Roosevelt is right there on the frame. And the other thing was they were card players, so those tables there, I guess. Oh, there's a card table right there. Very cool. This is the gold room where the women would gather and talk about high society. Basically gossip. These are all guest rooms. They did not have any children, so every room other than theirs is a guest room. Of course, they slept separately at the time. You know, that's royalty. Look at this. Wow. Oh, look at this bed. Has one of those things. We're on the north end. Oh, look at this big dress. Oh my gosh. This isn't even their bedroom, is it? Oh yeah, it's her bedroom. Yeah, this is the left side. This would be Louise's bedroom. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, they do look like a queen. I've seen The Crown. And this is Frederick's bedroom. Look at all squared off and dark. This room is empty and she's gonna tell us why shortly. Wow. This is her dressing room. It's connected to her room. Look at this. There's a 3rd floor. Look at cabinets. There's another linen closet, perchance. Oh, and is that a stairway? Yeah, look at that's a ladder right there, probably for the servants. Here's a guest bedroom. Oh, it's pretty nice. This would probably be my guest bedroom. I'm here. This is down in the basement.
It is open. You're free to leave. That's fine.
This is where the servants lived.
So, now that we've seen how the elite of the Gilded Age.
Here's the side of the house. A lot of mist today. Here's the Hudson River. And here are their goats. I see 7 goats. 1, oh, he's doing his business. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They eat poison ivy, so do not touch them. They keep this area clean. There's the part of the house that looks at the Hudson River. And this was just a weekend home. However, Frederick ended up living here after his wife died, and this is where he passed as well, in his own little bed. Alright, I'm about to do my stamp.
Robin doing her stamp
I have
again.
to do a little test print, make sure it's the right
This is a
way.
National Park Service facility.
Here we go. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Empty house.
Go, I said, go.
Now I'm at the Vanderbilt mansion. Ooh, I always have to do the junior one, just because. Ta-da! Filling it up.